What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Mike on the Mic. I'm your host, Mike McQuaig, and hey, let's talk some football. I know a lot of debates about the upcoming Saints and Cowboys game, and I don't. It was on Instagram, and I think it was a post about if the Cowboys beat the Saints, then they're gonna go to the Super Bowl, and that is wild if you think that. This Cowboys team, they've only won a couple games this last couple of weeks. I mean, yeah, they've been winning, and they've been playing well offensively and defensively. But don't tell me that they're gonna go to the Super Bowl if they beat the Saints. No way. There is no way. I don't know who you are who would think that the Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl, but that is nonsense. I still think my prediction was the Saints. I still think the Saints are going to go to the Super Bowl. Incredible offense and backed up by a defense that has had its moments this year. I think what saves that defense is their relentless pass rush. And if their offense gets out ahead early, then that pass rush can work all game. And I think that's what's been helping the Saints this year. I think that first game when they played the Bucs, I think that was a fluke. I think Ryan Fitzpatrick just had a really good game that game. And no, anyway, I don't think the Cowboys, one, aren't going to beat the Saints. And two, even if they do beat the Saints, they're not going to win the Super Bowl. Too many good teams they have to go through to even get there to the Super Bowl. So, no. I do think the Cowboys will win their division. Before Alex Smith went down, I thought it was going to be Washington. But now that Alex Smith went down, I think it has shifted over to the Cowboys. I think the Eagles just don't have it this year. Their defense just is not clicking, and their offense can barely get any points on the board. So they're not going to do it, and Giants, no way. So I do think the Cowboys are going to win that division, but I don't think they're going to beat the Saints. And even if they do beat the Saints, they're not going to go to the Super Bowl either. I think it's going to be Saints. And then the AFC is kind of a toss-up. I want to rep the Chiefs. I was over there for 4 years. I think I'm going to rep the Chiefs to go to the Super Bowl. But I think the Steelers are pretty good, and the Patriots always seem to kind of get things going during the playoffs. So, I don't know. I think if the Chiefs play the Steelers, I mean, last year the Steelers did beat the Chiefs. I think it's going to be a different case this year. I think the Chiefs, they just got to get their defense going in the playoffs. Because how do you score 51 points and still lose a ball game? They played the Rams, which offensively they're pretty good, but and the Rams defense I thought was going to be a lot better this year. They have shined in moments this season, but they've given up a lot of points as well, just like that last Monday night game 2 weeks ago where they gave up 51 to the Chiefs. So I'm thinking Saints, Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Saints come away. Breeze, who should be this year's MVP by far. 29 touchdowns, 2 interceptions? That is insane. That is crazy touchdown to interception ratio. He's my MVP this year, and he's going to be your Super Bowl MVP. Saints are going to win the Super Bowl this year. Mark my words. Come back to this video. Saints are going to win the Super Bowl. I know they're already 9 or 10-1, 9-1. And so it's like, oh, Mike, they were already good before you said that. I said this about 4 weeks ago. I talked to my best friend, Nick Adam, and he was asking for my prediction. And I said, I think that right now, this was about 4 or 5 weeks ago, 4 or 5 weeks back. And the Rams were undefeated still. And I was like, I know everybody has the Rams going to the Super Bowl and the Chiefs. But I was like, you got to watch out for the Saints. I think they're a dark horse team. Not even a dark horse team now. They're the lead dog now in the NFC. And I was like, you got to watch out for this team because offensively they're dominant, and that defense has moments in those games where they could come up big. So Saints, Chiefs, Super Bowl. Saints going on top. Breeze is your MVP. And yeah, that's all I got. And enough of this Cowboys Saints talk. That's ridiculous. No way. But thank you guys for tuning in for the latest Michael and Mike videos. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Michael and Mike 16. You can follow my Facebook page, Michael and Mike 16. I do live streaming for games. You guys can watch me on that. It's at @MichaelTheMike_16. And follow along my YouTube channel for obviously the latest videos and posts at Michael the Mike. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next week on the next Michael the Mike. Thanks, guys.